address this question. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.
In fact, actually, I love this question very much because my friend always asks me, so Charlie, there's so much information on the internet. So how do you actually differentiate what is right, what is wrong? So this problem actually become more rampant ever since my uncle Google was born. You can find any answers right just by asking my uncle. But then the big question is how to know whether the information is true or false. Okay, so firstly, right, you have to look at the sources that are reputable. Okay, you want to look at all these big health agencies. Okay, for example, let's say today, if you are browsing Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, or any other social media, okay, then you came across news article like take multivitamins and magically improve your health, or you take collagen supplement and have youthful skin and make your wrinkles disappear. So when you see this kind of information, right, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because it doesn't matter, right? Okay, if that's the health claim or anything else. Okay, you want to actually double and check your sources and think a little bit more why this information is making this kind of claim. Okay, so are there any reputable health agency that will support this claim? Then you might want to ask, can I see the original research that is saying all of this claim, right? So even though, right, there's a lot of articles, media articles or journal articles that are based on legitimate research. Okay, many a times, right, this research itself has been grossly misinterpreted by the journalist in question. So I'll give an example. Okay, there was a research, right, that was making rounds a while ago. And I remember very clearly it's because it was a very good example of how this research was grossly misinterpreted. Okay, so this article, right, was saying that milk or dairy products doesn't cause heart disease. Now, if you're a layman like me or layman like a lot of people, right, if you see this kind of heading, right, what would you think? You say, see, I can take as much dairy product and I won't have any health issue. I will start to indulge a lot of this kind of dairy product without any concern. Okay, so let's come back to this research, right? And actually, this research was done on the Maasai tribe in Africa. Okay, now this tribe, right, the only food that they eat are dairy products. Okay, what happened is that none of them are fat and none of them have heart disease. So the journalists, they look at this and say, they came out, dairy products don't cause heart disease. Okay, but then the problem is that these journalists, right, they left out the very important part, which is this Maasai tribe runs about 40 kilometers a day just for their survival. Now let's look back. If you were to run 40 kilometers a day, you can eat as much dairy products as they do, and you're not going to get heart disease. But let's say, but if you're like the average person like me, who spend a lot of time sitting in front of computers, or being a couch potato, and then you start indulging yourself on dairy products, then you might have some issues out there. Okay, so when you see articles like this or research like that, okay, you might want to look at the original source and be able to make your own judgment. Okay, just let me show some slides. Okay, and also you also want to know, right, who is saying this. For example, the CDC, all right, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, okay, in America, okay, NHS in England, or is it the World Health Organization, or is it the FDA? Then after that, then what sort of journal it is published in? For example, is it published in the BMJ or the Lancet? Okay, is it published in all these things in the Lancet? Okay, then after that, how was their research done? Okay, and also, is their methodology good? Okay, how did they pick the people to do the research? Okay, so all this information can be kind of complicated. So for most people, right, okay, all you need to do, right, is to make sure that your sources are coming from someone that you trust. Okay, plus, right, you also have to use a little bit of common sense. Right, that's where the common sense comes in. Okay, don't just believe everything that you read, especially coming from the internet. So I hope my answers, right, address your question. And with this, I end my sharing. Thank you.
Thank you so much for Charlie's answer. I hope